Well, hello there, family. I didn't see you there.
Hey, guys.
And family, welcome
What's
to an
up?
edition of Couch Conversation.
Couch Conversation.
Couch Conversation.
Couch Conversation.
I am your host, Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I am joined by the absolute best part of my day,
That would be me,
the apple of my eye,
because I am.
the wind beneath my wings, the rib that completes me,
You're completed.
the Dixie to my Tad.
I don't know.
Only one of the greatest love
No,
stories
we're not
ever.
going to do that. Not Dixie and Tad. I don't know who Dixie and Tad is.
Come on, Tad Martin, man. Dixie Cooney,
Okay.
Tad Martin.
Okay, baby. You.
Come
you
on.
saying that supposed to make me.
It is. It's only one of the greatest love stories.
No.
Tad was
gotta fix my
the
clothes.
heart and the soul. Everyone else around him is corrupt, but yet Tad has the heart of gold. No?
Are we talking about General Hospital? All my children.
All my children.
Oh my gosh! Are
There you go.
Serious? Oh
All my
my
children.
gosh! I'm all in the movie. I'm in Movieville. I'm in Movieville, and that's where you take me.
All my children, man.
All
Come
my
on.
children.
Come on. That's
Well, I knew the names, but I'm thinking movies. I'm not thinking like.
See,
let me
you
think
can't-
about this.
You can't do that though. You can't stay in one box. You can't do that. You got to expand your mind. You got to expand your territory. Like I did that. Expand your territory.
No, we're not gonna do that.
That's how you got to do it.
Nope. What's going on, family? What is going on, guys? I am Angela Crenshaw, guys. What is going on?
That is my wife, family.
I am.
Family, the wonderful woman to my right, if you're viewing this,
Yes.
is my wonderful wife.
Hello, honey.
So we're going to housekeep.
Housekeep. So,
So family, however you're listening,
Yes.
we welcome you for our new
Welcome.
family members. Welcome.
What's up?
However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's Podbean,
Yeah.
whether it's Spotify,
Yes.
whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's Google Podcasts, whether it's iHeartRadio, on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. We thank you so much for listening.
Yo.
Excuse me, family, just for a second.
Why your girl?
Amazon, stop. I am so sorry for that family.
Why every time we
Every time.
record, your girl
Every time.
is
'Cause
out here trying to be involved?
I forget to unplug her, to be honest with you. I should unplug her before we
We
record.
should just break her.
No, don't do that.
Okay, go
do
ahead.
that.
Return us. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm not
And
gonna
also-
touch it. I'm just gonna look down.
Don't look down.
Go ahead.
And also, for those watching on YouTube, welcome.
Hi, guys.
Make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment, and make sure you click that notification bell to be notified when new episodes are uploaded.
Yes, and share.
And share.
And first of all, for us just starting, I'm so excited that so many people have went ahead and subscribed.
We have subscribers.
We have subscribers. To us, so many people. We have more than 5 people. That's so many people to us.
We have views.
We have views. So we appreciate you guys so much for doing that. Thank you.
And we truly appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
And for our
seriously.
returning family members,
Hi, returners.
you already know how we feel about you. There is something now for our new family members. We love you.
We do love you.
We honor you. We
honor
cherish you.
you.
We thank you so much for taking a chance on us.
Yes.
But there's something about our returning family members.
They keep loving us.
They keep loving us. They keep referring us. They
Yes.
keep talking. That keeps interacting. That
Yes.
keeps engaging with us.
Yes.
And that we do not take for lightly.
Thank you so much.
We do not take it for granted.
Yes, we're
And we're
grateful.
so thankful for you.
We're grateful.
And as always, you're welcome to the cookout. Make sure you bring some aluminum foil so you can what, babe?
Take something with you guys.
So you can take something with you.
Corner
That's right.
nugget, an aha moment.
A different
A different
perspective.
perspective. Something like that. Just something. Yeah.
And family, we appreciate you. And as always, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
We're on the socials, people.
We are on the socials.
Yes, we are.
We're on Instagram. We're on
Yes.
Twitter. We're on
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
And now on YouTube.
Yes.
All under the Crenshaw Corner.
The Crenshaw Corner.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Tell me again, baby.
Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Yes. Now, first of all, family, I know you guys are like, this is an awkward setup that you guys got
It's so
going on.
awkward. It really is.
It's really awkward for us too. However, if you've listened to the podcast or if you're close to me, you know that I have a leg issue. So I have to kind of like put it up, kind of lay down, can't let it hang down. It's a whole thing. And
Yeah, family, we're doing something new. That's
we're
why
trying to do this
That's
thing.
why this particular episode is called Couch Conversation.
Couch conversation, because I am literally stuck on the couch. I don't have the brace on right now because it needed a break, but I am stuck on the couch. But we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into
another
that.
time.
Another
basically, we'll give you life updates.
Yes.
Of what's what's going on.
Let's call them life
leg.
updates.
Life updates, because a lot of people have been asking me, what's going on with your leg? Because you put the picture on Instagram and you put it on Facebook. What's going on? We will definitely tell you later, but right now, we're just going to do couch conversations.
Now, family, I have to be honest with you. I have no idea what we're talking about. I honestly don't. Now, we'll tell you that, and typically I have like some idea. We don't really do like, we don't do show notes. We don't practice.
Yeah.
We're not scripted.
We don't.
Everything you hear is honest thoughts the moment we have them. Yeah. But honestly, right now, I have no idea. I don't even know the topic.
Well, it's couch conversation. So it's like almost like Freedom Friday. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
But what we're going to talk about is, which Oprah does daily moments or daily devotions or something on YouTube, I believe it is. Or daily moments or daily inspirations, I think she calls it.
Daily moments with Oprah.
Yes. And so
I don't know if that's the name of it. It just sounded good.
No, it's not. But she said something that was very interesting that I wanted to come to because I started laughing. And she was like, have God ever whispered to you and you paid it no attention until you got hit over the head with a brick?
Oh, wow.
Or did you pay attention, and when you paid attention, the blessing just flowed because you paid attention? And so when she initially said that, I started laughing because...
Why did you start laughing?
Because I remember we helped one of my girlfriends that I used to work with move.
Yes, we did.
And so we were helping her move. I think she was on the second or third floor.
Third floor.
Third floor. We was helping her move.
Third floor apartment building.
Third floor apartment building. And we were helping her move. And I heard a tiny, because she was like, it's a whisper. And it really is a whisper. And I heard a whisper that said, slow down. Number one, this is not your stuff.
Right.
So at first I thought it was just me being selfish. You know, like, dang, Angela, like, but it was like, slow down. This is not your stuff. Slow down. And then I remember behind me hearing that, I heard you go, babe, be careful with that box.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, I also said, don't carry that box. Find something smaller. Only take little things. Because I actually told you, this not our stuff.
Yeah, but that's not the whisper. I'll talk about the whisper.
Go with the whisper. Go with the whisper.
You weren't the whisper.
I was not the whisper.
It's also awkward too because I gotta kind of like, I don't know how to maneuver my leg and the mic.
Family, this will probably be the first and last time you see this particular setup. I'm gonna be honest with you, family. Right now, family, don't focus on the visuals. Just listen to the conversation.
Listen to the conversation.
Just listen to the conversation.
Right now, I don't know where the visuals are going. But anyway, so I got down to the bottom floor, and the way that the apartment complex was,
you didn't even make it to the bottom floor.
No, I did, because remember the last.
You made it halfway.
Was it halfway?
You made it halfway.
Okay. So I got down to the halfway through the bottom floor, and I had the box and I couldn't see, and I missed a step. Now, when I missed a step, what happened was, I didn't want to fall face forward because there was a railing.
Right.
And I would have busted my face wide open. It wasn't going to be cute. So I tilted my body, but when I did that, my body went one way, but my ankle didn't.
Yep, your ankle went a totally different way.
Yeah. So I did not scream.
No, you didn't.
I did not holler. I did not cry. I did absolutely nothing, but they heard me. So when Sasha's like, what is going on? But when he lifted the box.
Because family, she still had the box in her hand.
Still had
the box never fell. The box never hit the ground.
It never hit the ground. But the crazy part about it, in the box was just pillows.
Just pillows and blankets.
Y'all. Random stuff. And so when he picked up the box, he said, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know if I started singing. What did I do?
Initially you started laughing.
Yeah, I did start laughing.
I started laughing.
It was like, yo, okay.
And then you started singing.
And then I started singing. I tried to sing every gospel song that I knew because the pain was so unbearable. And initially you didn't tell me what was going on with the ankle.
Right.
He was like, we just gonna call the ambulance. And when the ambulance came, I was still singing. I was like, hey guys, how y'all doing? I was just really, really singing.
They thought she was already medicated.
They thought I was already medicated. They was like, well, what did y'all give her? And I was like, I haven't had anything. And then I got a chance to see, and my ankle was hanging. I broke both bones on both sides.
Yeah, she fractured her ankle in several different places.
Yeah, and both bones were split. So they had to put screws,
metal plates
and everything to put my foot,
metal rods,
and my ankle and stuff back together, basically. Yeah. And so that was crazy, but I laugh because there's a lot of times that has happened to me and I did not pay any attention to the small whisper and I did what I wanted to do.
Right.
And it's always wind up not fatal like that, but it always wind up me getting in a situation that I should have never been in, if that makes sense.
No,
right?
It makes perfect sense.
And so that's what I want to talk to you about. Like, is there a time where God whispered a small whisper to you, and you did not heed to what was said, and it didn't work out well.
Don't go to Raleigh.
Ah.
I got that whisper. I mean, that's going years back. I mean, there's been other situations and other times, but the one that like really sticks out to me when we have that conversation,
Right.
was don't go to Raleigh.
Don't go to Raleigh.
Was the whisper I got.
You gotta explain. You don't have to go in depth, but just explain to the family what that
Now,
means.
so family, what that means for those close to me, they understand what that means. But for the family members who have no idea what I'm talking about, some years back, decades at this point, actually it's been decades.
It's been decades. You're a teenager.
Yeah, I was a teenager.
Yeah.
As they say, young and dumb.
Was it young and dumb?
Young
baby?
and dumb. Young and extremely dumb.
Young and extremely dumb.
Some friends and I decided that we wanted to go on, let's just say, a robbery spree. Let's just leave it at that. And so we decided to take a trip to Raleigh. Now, for those who are not in our local area, we are in North Carolina, and Raleigh is the state capital of where we live. That's really not important, but I just thought I'd share that information.
You always sharing something that just
So
weird, but go ahead.
we had planned on, because one of the members of our crew, so to speak, was from that area, and he had set up some things. So it's like, we're gonna go and we're gonna do some things there.
So at the end of that, what happened, Mr. Crenshaw?
Well, the end of that happened. I ended up having some time of my life taken away from me, and I ended up having some time of my life being extremely dictated to, as far as when I could sleep, when I could eat, when I could shower, when I could bathe, when I could have, But
So,
it was,
but like, 'cause all people always ask, it is a whisper. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's a
well, is
whisper.
it audible? Whatever. It's not only a whisper sometimes, but it's a feeling too that like,
no. I heard
do
clearly.
because I heard clearly too.
I heard clear. Now understand, because and what we're talking about, family, it's God talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
In a whisper.
God talks to everyone. It's just whether or not we decide we want to listen.
Yeah.
And then he talks to everyone differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where for some it truly is an audible voice. You hear the voice of God.
Just as clear as I can hear you.
Just as clear.
Seriously.
And sometimes there's a feeling, sometimes there's a nudge, sometimes
Yeah,
there's a tug.
absolutely.
Sometimes there's just a eerie feeling. Just sometimes there's different ways he does it.
Right.
In that particular situation for me, I heard just as clear as day, do not go to Raleigh.
Do not go to Raleigh.
I heard just as clear as day, but I didn't listen.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. There's been times where I went to job interviews and I heard no. But I went and then I was miserable in the job.
Yeah.
I didn't stay long because, I don't stay long, people. I don't stay long. But I was miserable in the job because sometimes his no is just no to save you from yourself or save you from a situation, right? And so, but just not even, like sometimes we shrug it off. Like we think like, oh, I'm tripping, or, oh, did I really hear it? Like we second guess that thing.
Yeah.
And then you sit back and you be like, now, why didn't I listen to that?
And sometimes it's not even, a lot of the times we think we're being saved by something big,
Right.
something catastrophic, something
Exactly.
life-saving. Sometimes it's just to save your sanity.
Yeah, save your peace.
Save your peace, because there's been times, and I've heard it too, when it comes to jobs,
Yeah.
where this is not the one.
This is not the one.
I understand they want to give you the job.
Right,
I understand right now
exactly.
you need the job.
Right.
But this is
right.
not the
but
one.
this is not the one. But
And I take the job anyway, not
Yeah.
listening. And then I'm in the job and I'm miserable.
yeah, from day one.
From day one,
From day
I'm
one.
miserable as an employee. They're
They
miserable as an employer. And everyone's miserable.
Yes.
But even not to take it is that deep, because the one thing we want to make clear as well,
Yeah.
it's not always that deep.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's times where I've heard, don't say that to her.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. There's times I hear times that I hear in our marriage that I hear shut your mouth. That silence is power. Shut your mouth. Everything doesn't need a rebuttal.
Right.
Everything doesn't need a recall and response. You ain't at church. Everything doesn't mean you have to, because you don't like the way he said it, because maybe sooner down the line you can have that conversation. But right now, and those times that I don't listen when I do that, because we have so many big debates. We're not people
we don't
who
argue, but we debate
But
a
we
lot.
debate a lot.
Because
And so-
family, my
yeah.
wife swears she knows everything.
No, that would be
Everything under the sun.
you. No, that would be you. If anybody been watching this podcast long enough, they know that out of the both of us, he think he know everything. But anywho,
She pointing her finger at me, family. For those that are listening right now, she pointing a little bony finger at me. Is what she doing.
But those are the times that when I do listen, that we can come to a great conclusion, right?
Yeah.
Those times that I don't listen, we have to wind up going pineapple.
Yeah.
But when if you haven't heard that term before,
Pineapple's our safe word, family.
Pineapple's our safe word.
Yeah.
So whenever we know we're getting to a place where it's not going to work out well
just
for
say-
either
we say
one of
pineapple.
us, pineapple means go to your mutual corner, go outside, go somewhere, go to sleep. Does not matter. But this particular conversation is officially it's over. It's not over, but officially over. Officially over. So the times that when you hear it says don't say it to her, do you still say it to me? What do you do?
There are times where I listen.
Okay.
There are times where I realize this is not going to go well.
Right.
And this is my father trying to warn me.
Right.
Don't do this.
Right.
And then there's other times where I'm stuck in myself so much. And it's a time where I gotta say it.
Okay.
I gotta say it.
Okay.
And I totally bypass the voice and I run the red light.
Right.
And then I get into an accident because it does not go well.
It doesn't go well.
Because you're in a place where you can't receive it. I'm in a place where I'm not saying it right.
Right.
I'm not saying it
Gotcha.
properly.
Okay, got
Because
it.
I'm saying it in anger. I'm saying it in pettiness. I'm saying it out of spite.
I call him when he gets like that. I tell him his name is Petty Patrick. His name is I'm Petty Patricia, and he's Petty Patrick because I have my petty times too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm petty, and I say it, and I'm like, and God told me just as clear as day, this is not the time. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
And every time he said, don't say it, and I've blown through that red light, it always ends up in accident. I'm surprised my license haven't been revoked by now. Many points as I got on my license.
Your marriage license.
Yeah. Because I will blow through that red light.
Yeah.
And it never goes well.
Now, be honest. Who does it the most, though?
What do you mean? I don't know, because I don't know when God talks to you. So I don't know.
I'm saying like when we have those kind of issues, who do you think? Do you think that you more so say what you just blow through the red light, or do I blow through the red light more than you?
I think it's me.
Yeah.
To be honest.
To be honest, yeah.
I think it's me because what happens for me, I wait too long anyway.
Okay. You're going to have to help me with that.
What I mean is that I wait because there's so many things sometimes I do want to say to you.
Right.
Or some things that are kind of picking at me. And I don't have the conversation with you.
Okay.
And then I wait.
Okay.
And then it builds up. And then
Gotcha.
it builds up.
All right.
And then so by the time that I'm hearing that voice, don't do it.
It's too late.
It's too late at
It's
that
too
point.
late at that point.
Because
I got you.
I'm already, for the lack of a better term, I'm already riled up.
Okay.
And
Are you riled up?
Yeah, I'm already riled up, and I'm already aggravated you about something else.
Gotcha.
Case in point. So, family, we're gonna have a quick conversation.
Sweet mother.
We're gonna have a quick
girl.
conversation, family.
Go ahead.
So, and just being totally transparent.
Okay, go for it.
So, my wife came to me because we're new. Oh, okay, family. My mic just dropped. Sorry about that.
Mic sounds nice. Check one.
So, family. So, we're still relatively new to this podcast game.
We're doing this game. We're just doing it.
Everything is not perfect. We're still making mistakes. I mean, there's still a lot of things we can do better. We're definitely new to this YouTube thing.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all of it.
We always say that we're interactive. We always say that we're on the socials, but we can always do a much better job
at that. I think it comes too because we're such private people.
Yeah.
So it's a push for us.
It's truly a push.
It's truly a push for us, but I think we're getting better.
We're getting better.
But go ahead, be transparent as you just said.
Yeah. And we're truly trying to figure out this YouTube thing. So we're trying to figure out what's the proper schedule and what's the proper content.
Right.
How often should we upload, and just different things like that we're trying to figure out. So my wife came to me. And it was a really simple conversation that my wife wanted to have with me. And it was simply talking about our schedule.
Yeah.
As far as how often should we upload.
Right.
And my wife stated to me that we should upload a YouTube video daily. And
Or 3 to 4 days.
well, initially it started daily.
Right.
That was the initial conversation.
Okay.
So the initial conversation, she said we should do this daily. And honestly, it's an innocent conversation. It's a conversation we need to have. But because I had some other things in me at that time that she brought this conversation to me.
Was the things that you had in you was about me though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. Because I have an issue with my wife right now because I feel like my wife doesn't listen properly.
Oh, sweet Lord.
And I say that because and like she said, she'll go into a situation with her legs and everything that's going on with her knee, but I feel like she tries to do too much and she doesn't listen. And I feel like what happens sometimes is that because my wife, I have an idea of what she wants to see, but I feel like all the time she doesn't put the background work into how that idea is going to work. It's just an idea that
the background thought process or the background work? What do you
mean? The background research, the background thought process. Okay. It's like I want a 13-story home, but I feel like sometimes we don't think about, okay, but what is the ground that we're building this 13-story home on? Mm-hmm. And you just want the home.
Right.
And so for me, when she came to me and said we should be uploading daily, for me, I automatically thought that, but she doesn't understand what it takes to do that. She doesn't understand, the work I have to put in to make it happen. I'm a one-man show when it comes to this production. And so I took it somewhere it totally didn't have to go. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up actually verbally attacking my wife.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it was me saying that to him, hoping that he'll give a solution like, babe, well, that sounds good and all, but the reason why we can't, because this, that, but he didn't give me that. He gave me no. I mean, cut me no. Do you know? And he just went on and on and on.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about it. I can honestly say I understood your thought process, but what I was coming to you with was a conversation, not for us, and a suggestion, not for us to actually do it, but babe, these are my thoughts, these are my conversation about what we should be doing a little bit better to move the needle forward. And it went downhill, y'all.
It went downhill, and it went downhill simply because I had other stuff that I was already holding on to. And I had other, for the lack of a better term, I had other gripes when it came to you at that moment.
Yeah.
That everything that I really didn't hear anything that you initially said. Mm-hmm. The only thing I heard was, here she goes again. Mm. What I heard was, she's trying to take over again. What I heard was, and when I say what I heard is because this is what I'm telling myself during the time of this conversation, is that here she goes taking over again. Here she goes trying to be in control. And it was something that had so nothing to do with the conversation. And the reason we're having this conversation right now is because as I'm saying this to you, I'm hearing just as clearly, boy, shut up. I actually heard my grandfather's voice.
Did you?
God talked to me in my grandfather's voice. I heard, boy, shut up. And I didn't. And I kept hearing, boy, shut up, because my grandfather used to call me boy. Even
red lip boy.
Yeah, but it started as red lip boy, and then as I progressed in age, as I got older, it was just boy. I mean, he knew my name, but I don't think. I mean, when I was younger, he used to call me Chaz.
Right.
But it was always boy.
Right.
Boy, come here.
Right.
So, and I heard his voice just clearly in my head, boy, shut up.
But it already had went.
But by that time, even as I'm going, I'm hearing them. As I'm talking to you, I'm going to rephrase that. As I'm talking at you.
Yeah.
Because during that conversation, I didn't talk to you. I talked at you. So as I'm talking at you, I'm hearing, boy, shut up.
Yeah.
But I was, once again, I ran through that red light.
Gotcha. You got hit. You got
slapped on the wrist. I got T-boned.
Yeah. I think thank you for that. I think that, but what I did was I poured a cup of orange juice. Because in my mind, I'm saying this joker trying to get me. I'm saying we're not even gonna get the pineapple. He is really trying to get me. But I realized that I drunk, because tell me if I'm wrong. I drunk my apple juice. I drank my orange juice, and I said, I hear you. I got it. And I think I said one more thing to you. I said,
no, you explained to me that I was wrong for not even allowing you to get your thought out.
Yes,
that I kept cutting you off, that I kept just saying no.
You didn't hear everything I had to say. You cut me off and you just told me no, but I got it. And I just went in the room because at that time, that was not a battle that I wanted to battle with him.
Right.
And I say that because I do understand that we do have two different jobs when it comes to our podcast and when it comes to our business and when it comes to our finance and everything. We have two different jobs.
Right.
And I know that this production thing is not easy because you are self-taught from the root to the tootie, right?
That's why everything is not perfect, family. I'm still teaching myself this situation.
It's phenomenal. For you teaching yourself is phenomenal too. I'm going to give you all the credit for that. And I understood that, But my issue with you was not that, it was how you handled me and how you spoke to me.
It was the delivery.
The delivery.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
the
once
delivery
again,
of it. Right.
Yeah, because once again, I wasn't speaking to you.
Right.
I was speaking at you.
Right.
And I wasn't even speaking to the situation that was at hand.
Right.
I was speaking to my own situation that's going on with me, as my preconceived notion of who you were for that moment.
And what I was trying to do.
And what you were trying to do.
I don't want your production job, baby.
Yeah.
I don't want the
When
production
honestly,
job.
all you were doing was trying to have a conversation with me to how to help grow this thing better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what we can do differently and how we can make this right.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, and because once again, because I had something else in me at that moment in time, and I didn't hear the conversation we were having. I heard a totally different conversation.
Yeah.
And then once again, I talked at you and not talked to you.
Yeah. I'm just thankful that I knew, because my mouth, I can go.
Yeah, your mouth is atrocious.
My mouth is amazing.
I keep trying to tell you,
my mouth
family,
is amazing.
She ain't as saved as she says she is, family.
My mouth is amazing. But what I did realize was that this is not the time. And it was like, no. And I'm not going to say that that was God's voice at that point. It was instinctive in me. Like, no. There's nothing to say. You already told him how you felt. He just handled you wrong. You told him how you felt. You drunk your orange juice. Go back to work. And so at that point, and then later on, you came in the room.
Right.
And you did say, babe, if that is what you want to do, let me tell you what it entails and what we would have to do to make that happen.
Right.
Right. Or we're going to have to pay somebody to edit this and do this for us. Right. And so for me, had I not been quiet and drunk my juice and went back in the room, I wouldn't have got that response later, right? Had you not finally listened to your grandfather that said, boy, shut up, and collect your thoughts, we wouldn't been able to find a rhythm to what we're trying to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about this, guys, this is not something that happened weeks ago. This just happened about 20 minutes ago. As of the time we're recording this particular episode,
about 20 minutes, no more than 30 minutes before we actually recorded this episode.
Absolutely. And so I appreciate that. And I think that sometimes we have to listen to the sweet whisper, because it that God has given us, or the nudge or the feeling. I think that comes with being silent too. I think that's why I always tell people that silence is power. Being silent before you respond, being silent before you act, being silent and spending time. Because even when we had that situation, or when we walked into a bad job, we could have saved ourselves so much situation. Me breaking my ankle could have been saved a long time ago had I listened to my husband and the Lord at that time.
Me having to sit down for some time in my life could have really been avoided if I would have just listened.
Just listened.
Yeah, just listened.
The reason for this is it's just couch conversation, very short. But
just a really short couch conversation, family.
We're just saying to you guys to listen to that small voice, to that whisper. Don't shun it off or be like, oh, I'm tripping. Really sit down and listen and evaluate what it's telling you to do. And sometimes it comes so quick that you have to make an instant.
Yeah.
I couldn't snap my fingers. Okay. You have to make an instant.
Are they too greasy? You got too much coconut oil on them?
I keep the coconut oil, honey. I keep the coconut oil. In this hair. I don't know what I'm doing with this hair, y'all. I don't know. We'll go back again. We'll be back to that. But sometimes you got to make a quick pivot when you hear the voice of the Lord. When he's telling you don't do this or don't say this or don't go there or don't, and I think sometimes even with the jobs, because we felt like that was going to be our resource, we had it backwards where we thought that was going to be our source when it was really just our resource, and God is our source. Right. And he said he had something better for us. You know what I'm saying? But we go ahead and go into these jobs not listening and then be mad every day, all day. I don't think you should be mad every day going to work. Even now, thinking about it, I know that God has been speaking to me lately about career paths and changes and moves and things like that. And so this is for the first time in a long time that I'm just sitting down and just not trying to do things in haste, but pay attention and say, God, well, if this is what you're saying, guide me and order my steps. And I think when you do that and you pay attention, you just have a better outcome, I
think also one of the signs of maturity and maturing is knowing when to speak and when to be silent. Yeah. Because you can always say something.
There's always something to say.
There's always something to say.
Absolutely.
You can always find a rebuttal. You can always
find excuse
talk to an offense.
Whatever.
You can always have an excuse. Yeah. But the ultimate sign of maturity is knowing when to be silent. Is knowing that, I think you said it earlier, that everything doesn't have to have a rebuttal.
No.
Everybody doesn't need to know your thoughts.
No.
Everybody doesn't need to know how you feel about something.
No, absolutely.
There are some times where just being quiet and just being silent is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's power.
It is power. I think even an incident just happened to us not too long ago, not too few minutes ago, whatever. My silence of going, I heard you, you didn't hear me, but I heard you, and moving on made it better for us to even have this conversation and have the conversation when you came into the room, because now it's not like it got blown up out of proportion or it went over. It was just something like, okay, all right, be quiet, because sometimes being quiet gives the other person the opportunity, like for you to think about what they said, like, or think about how they treated you, or whatever the scenario is, you know. So I really believe that. But I'm just so, when Oprah put it out there and she was like, this quiet voice, this whisper that God gives you can either bless you or bust you in the head with a brick. I was like, this is so true. And so I just wanted to share it with Sanchez, and I want to share it with the family that right now we got so much going on in the world, and right now God is really talking to you in a whisper, and I really just want y'all to pay attention and listen. Don't get busted in the head like we do, well, we have and did before, but just really listen and know that he's ordering your steps, you know, just being in tune with that, right? So that's where I was with that.
Do you have a final thought for this couch conversation?
I'm on the couch.
You're on the couch? I'm
on the couch.
That's the final thought?
I'm on the couch. Lord, we on the couch. This is like, I bet you it's going to be the most awkward frame. I don't know, y'all. Yeah. We don't know, but we put it out there.
It's going to be what it's going to be, family. It's going to be what it's going to be.
What's your final thought?
Be silent. That's my final thought. Be silent.
You didn't say my thought is simple.
It's just going to just be silent.
Just be silent.
Just be silent. That's it.
Right.
Family. This was awkward.
It's awkward.
We're just going to leave it at that. This was awkward.
It's awkward.
This is Couch Conversation.
Couch Conversation.
Family, we thank you for listening. However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's Podbean, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Google Podcasts, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's iHeartRadio, or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. We consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
Yes.
We can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. All in the Crenshaw Corner.
Crenshaw Corner.
And of course, you can find us on YouTube on our YouTube channel, which is The Crenshaw Corner.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded.
Bing!
And family.
And share.
Yes. And family, we just love you. We thank you. And as always, family, welcome to the journey.
We love you guys. Bye.